Hi Aries, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you for being here. So I have one final video to get out and it's you. So we're going to see what wants to come out. This is going to be the second half of November. We're going to jump into it. It's going to be a general read. If you're looking for a personal read, go to The Guided Intuitive up here or in my description box. Because my bi-weeklies focus on love, we're going to pull a card for self-love because we know it does start with you and it does affect your relationships, right? So let's see what wants to come out for the second part of November here for you, between you and who, but we're going to start with you first in terms of self-love and see what wants to pop out for you, and what's most important for you to be aware of, especially as it relates to you and your relationships here, and what wants to come out. Wants something to come out on its own. Let's take a look at, well, this certainly did, okay? Ooh, I like this one, Aries. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. It says, what am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me? Okay, so guys, this might resonate with some of you, okay? So what am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me. Okay, that's what's coming out. Okay, so it's asking those questions. Okay, so it could be again in a relationship or situation. Maybe that you want something to happen before you take that big leap, right? It could be that case here. Are you waiting on to maybe someone or something in order to make that happen? Because that could be the case. And what if you were to actually take it, by the reins and then go for it yourself, okay? And that's what this card implores you to do. It's kind of like put your heart into action and ask yourself what risk that you take to move forward towards your dreams. Are you taking a risk towards your dreams is what this is saying. So make a decision and do it is what this is talking about. No more waiting for others, okay? Very, very poignant, guys. Even if you have to do it scared, okay? It's saying take the leap, okay? And that's what's being case. So there's no more thinking about things. No more waiting about things. This card is saying only doing. So it's about being brave. And when you're brave, guys, when you step into it, man, you know what you're really made of, okay? You really know what you're made of, and that's what this is talking about. So that's what this is saying. Now, what's going to help you in this process? Let's take a look at what this is. What's going to help you in this? Yeah, no more waiting, guys. I can relate to this a little bit. I have an Aries in my Mercury, okay? So this is key. What are you waiting for? Someone else said this is key. Okay, so what's coming out here? How interesting, guys. What's coming out here is 19. Okay, so 19 card reducing to a 10, and that's about some sort of ending with a brand new beginning. I really think a lot of you have put your pride aside and just kind of going after what it is that you're doing. Maybe pride was an issue in the past, but I really feel that it's coming to fruition, that it's putting that aside right now, because it's a 19 card, and if it was any other number, like, if it was a 10, that would be fine too. Or if it was, but if it was any other number other than that, I would say we probably need some work to be done on it. But that's what's coming into play. So guys, this is really cool. This is about, if you want to improve your current situation, go for that dream, go for that, person, place, or thing, whatever this is, to improve it and improve your quality of life on what you want in your life. This is about seeing another person's point of view, and whether it's right or wrong, that's not really the point. The thing is to be able to understand where someone's coming from. And if you want a happy, harmonious life, it's not always about being right? It's just about listening to each other, and it's very, very big, and really understanding someone else's inner world, right? And having a shared understanding and a shared meaning on that, right? So that's what's, shared meaning of, and what that means about, you both coming together. So that's what I feel here. But that's really big, really, really key, guys, right? So don't, punish each other, in terms of a relationship or situation. Don't even punish yourself. Is what this is saying, is that you have the courage, right now, own up to your own mistakes, align with yourself and align with your source, And sometimes, admitting you're wrong, you guys, I gotta tell you, that builds character, all right? It's those that can't admit they're wrong that there's a challenge in that. Okay, so that's basically saying is that you are able to you admit when you're wrong, and it builds your inner strength, right? And it also builds your self-esteem too. Okay, so that's really key, and it brings about a lot more resolution and greater relationships, not only with yourself but with others. So that's what wants to come into play for you here. So this was interesting, guys. I'm going to put this aside and we'll jump into your main read. But what am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me? Aha. Oh, this is a good sign, guys. Time to, that's forewarned and forearmed. You got 1 day for this. You got, I'm doing this on the day before, on the 15th, before the 16th, for the second half of the month for my reads. And this kind of gives you something to jump right on into, but that's really key. Now let's jump into the main read in terms of where you're at right now. Just before I do, guys, check out our new session called the Rapid Change Session. That's for those of you that want to improve your relationships, right? And those of you that want to untangle any post-trauma or, in fact, any sort of phobias and reduce depression or stress. Do check it out. It's up here in my description box below, all right? All right, so let's check it out. Ooh, this wanted to come out. Ooh, okay, guys. So the first card out in terms of where you're at right now, I got the Five of Swords. That's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Sorry, guys, there's some dogs kind of going down the street over here that I can kind of hear going by, so sorry about that. So Five of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Anything else that wants to come out in terms of Aries right now, in terms of where you're at right now? I'm going to see if give me 2 more cards. Let's see what wants to come out. Ooh, 1. Ooh, okay. The World card. Okay, guys. Good stuff's coming. Good stuff's okay. I like seeing that because that's actually a really good sign. Let's take a look at anything else. This keeps wanting to come out. Okay. I can see why that wanted to come out. Okay, so we got the Five of Swords, the World card, and we've got the Page of Wands. Okay, so some of you might be at this point right now on a collective level, kind of going through that headache point. It's like, oh, something's giving you a headache. It could be in a relationship or in a situation that something is just like, it's got you kind of like going grrr, right? And that's kind of how I feel here. And it could be that you might be dealing with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, of the sorts. You might have it in your chart. But the swords are talking about some sort of conflict, some sort of tension. Now, some of you could be having a little bit more headaches than normal, and it could be because of the situation, and that's what I see here. But yeah, that's exactly what I see here. Something is kind of giving you a headache here. Now, I'm going to pull a card on here just to find a little bit what this is. Yeah, I want you to get out in nature. I want you to get out in nature a little bit more, guys. So some of the key things is get out with nature. It's going to feed your love in your heart and also your perspective in your spiritual side. But yeah, I think that I get the Five of Swords, and then I get the World card, which is a major arcana card, right? So this is all about coming to some sort of completion, right? Some sort of ending, some sort of completion. There could be some sort of travel as well, within this. The World card does talk about that too. But yeah, that's exactly what I see here. Wow, how interesting. Some sort of completion has taken place in a relationship or situation, or an ending of a cycle for yourself, because the next card I get is the Page of Wands. This is a brand new beginning. This is opening up to a brand new beginning for yourself, okay? This is like taking that wand and creating what it is that you want and creating that magic, right? Brand new beginning, right? And feeling that joy in your heart and that creativity and that fire, within your soul. Nature's gonna help you when you get out to nature. So do a little bit more of that, guys, because that's gonna really help you. For some of you, that could be the case. This could be a relationship or situation that is, kind of there that I really feel that kind of came out here too. It could be a brand new beginning, an ending of a relationship and a brand new one starting, or an ending of a cycle and a brand new one starting, okay, for your life. Okay, anything else? You're in a flow state, and which is really cool because this talks to me about some sort of flow, right? And what I get here is that you're in the flow state. It's like that fountain where it comes, it feeds you and then it feeds others. It feeds you and it feeds others. So this is really beautiful. This is about being in that zone where this is about an opportunity to be in the zone, and you're just really loving life and you're really focused on that high frequency. You've got an opportunity where your skill can meet a challenge. So it could be in a relationship or in a situation where you're ready to go that next step. Now, some of you might relate to some sort of hydrotherapy, flotation therapy of some sort. Water therapy might be very, very key. So being in that flow state is key. I love this. I absolutely just adore this type of therapy. It's quite amazing. I'll get into that more later. I have more to share on that down the line. But this is really cool. But yeah, so that's what this is saying, is like being in that flow state right now. You're kind of going with the flow, and you're creating your own reality. For some of you, that may be writing. For some of you, that could be music. It could be creation. You have a lot of amazing experiences, and this is about really living your best life, but it's your life by your design, not anyone else's. So this is really cool. This puts you in that good vibration here. So think about that. For some of you, that first question might have pertained to that. Okay, let's jump over to the other side and see what's happening over there. Okay, let's take a look at what that is. Okay, sorry for the dogs there, guys. You might hear a little bit of that. Sorry for that. Okay, he's just pulling some attention to, hey, you need to just kind of go in that direction. Okay, let's take a look at what this other person. Now you might actually relate to one side more than the other, just focusing on this other person on this other side and you over here. Okay, but we got the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, this is good. Okay, anything else for this other person on this other side? Last 2 weeks of November. Four of Swords. Okay, good. Anything else? Too many cards. Give me one more card. Let's see what other one more card. Here it is. Okay, let's say. Ace of Pentacles, Four of Swords, and Six of Cups. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles is all about a brand new opportunity. Okay, this is all about a potential for an opportunity, some sort of prosperity that the universe is granting you. Right? This is saying here, you've got this opportunity. There's a new opportunity at place. You've gone through a completion, brand new beginning. This is the energetic time. This is about the confidence too. That yellow is the solar plexus, which is the I am. So I am going to have this new beginning and create this new confidence. So this is what's happening for this other person. They have a brand new beginning. They are going through some rest and reprieve and getting some sort of rest in terms of their emotional aspect, so they can revive themselves and re-energize themselves. So they might be hibernating, kind of nesting a little bit and kind of staying to oneself. But then there's a rebirth. Okay, there is a birthing of something new. They're going through some old childhood situation here. Now they're resting their emotions. They could have they're getting rest from a situation from emotionally that maybe had left them drained. Then I get the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is the learnings from childhood all the way till now, emotional growth from that point. And this person could be kind of replaying that and seeing how far that they've come based upon where they're at right now. Just seeing how they want to see the future of themselves moving forward. Okay, but that's what I see here. Yeah, Six of Cups is a birthing of something new, so it could be a rebirth of some sort after an ending of a cycle. They have a new beginning, so do you. Okay, and that's what I see here. Right? Anything else that wants to come through for this person over here? Crisis. Yeah, they're restructuring their life after something that has happened. But whatever it is that happened in their life, it was a blessing. That tornado that came and wiped things away at the end of their cycle to have this brand new beginning was necessary, and it was a blessing. Okay, it was definitely a blessing for them. So very much key here. Okay, it actually clears space and the energy that's needed for them to move forward and have this brand new birthing. Right, this new birthing of something new. It could be actually a childbirth. Maybe they could have children or something of the sort. But yeah, what else? Abundance. Wow, they're bringing through a lot of abundance. An 88 card. So the 88 reduces to a 16 and then reduces to a 7. And sorry for the glare there, guys, but yeah, it's an 88 card. If you can kind of see, that's called abundance. Okay. And yeah, that's what's coming into play. So some of you, 8 is a big number for this person on this other side. It's about just getting that balance that they need here. So that's really cool. And it's also about adopting an attitude of abundance in order to create more abundance in their life. Okay. And that's what I see here. There's the world. There's plenty to go around. It's just about believing that you can have that. And this is about replacing any sort of scarcity thoughts into and feeling of abundance and prosperity and faith, right? And replacing it with that, right? So Maybe that they had in the past had money issues, or a different way of thinking about money. And so what this is saying is that they're putting that aside. Yeah, this is about changing from not being convinced to being convinced that they deserve abundance, okay? And if you have it, this is something that this other person needs to implore. It needs to maybe put into place and change their perspectives, because when they change that perspective, they'll change their life, okay? And more abundance will come in. So that's what I see for them. Anything else that, so that's what I see coming for them. Back over to you. I want to find out what's your best way to, in terms of moving forward. I dropped a card here, guys. Let me grab it. Okay. Best way in terms of moving forward. Okay. In terms of the situation, relationship, whatever you find yourself in, what is the best way for you to move forward, Aries, in this? What does that look like? Okay. Let's take a look at what that is. What is the best way for you to move forward? Something flipped. Here it is. Ooh, Four of Wands, guys. Four of Wands. Happy home, harmony, marriage. A lot could come in place. There could be someone that wants marriage with you, okay? I'm just saying, best way forward is to focus on what it is that you want. Do you want marriage? You got to note your comments below, guys. The Four of Wands. Wow. This is beautiful. It's about having that stability, right? But also having happiness. Yeah. You know, a lot of happiness here too. Yeah. So that's really good. All right. And Ten of Cups. Oh my gosh, guys. Best way to move forward is keep that alive. Focus on what it is that you want. Have faith that you're going to get emotional fulfillment. Ten of Cups, guys. You know, this is good. This is really great, guys. Let's see what else wants to come out. Okay. Anything else? So this is about what you need to focus on is that. What you need to focus on: happy home, harmony, marriage, emotional fulfillment. Growing success. Growing success, guys. We got another card that came out. Growing success in terms of your finances. Stay on your path. Manifest affluence. Okay, you're right alongside of what this other person is thinking on the other side as well. Anything else that wants to come about? Wow. Can you not have better cards? The Ten of Cups, guys. This is amazing. I mean, excuse me. Not the Ten of Cups. I'm sorry. The Sun card. And yes, the Ten of Cups, and then the Four of Wands. So this is happy home, happy harmony, good vibrations, the Sun card. I mean, this is like everything you've ever wanted in one spot. I mean, and then you've got growing success right on top of that. Guys, keep that manifestation going, because you're going to attract more of that to come in. This is beautiful. The Sun card is a 19 card reducing to a 10. It's all coming to fruition now, guys. Keep it strong. Keep it going, okay? Because you're right at the precipice of all of this great stuff happening. But keep that vision alive, right? You're creating your reality. So keep it going. Be in the flow state, open to receive, right? And, really get out in nature to energize yourself, because you've got a brand new beginning after a completion. This is amazing, okay? Anything else in terms of best way for you to move forward right now? What does that look like? Yeah, this is about you're getting rid of any sort of repressed emotions. You went through your healing. You've taken the reflections that you needed to. It's just be sure to make sure that you continuously, kind of go for that. And then I get the card Gaia. This is about wisdom, knowledge, and spiritual understanding. You're incorporating that into your life right now, and this is great. This is really coming into play. So really coming into wholeness, that wisdom that you've gained. You gain wisdom also by being out in nature. So that's, a really key thing, in terms of this coming through to, for you as well. It's really beautiful, okay? And that's what I see here. Oh my gosh, guys, what is the best way for this other person to move forward? What does that look like? Best way for this other person, best way to move forward in this relationship or situation. Let's take a look. This wants to come out. Seven of Cups. They've got some choices they have to make, okay? They're kind of figuring out what choices that they want to make. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, guys. Trying to make the best choice that's best for them. One that's going to lead them to happiness and success, right? And get them out of the Five of Pentacles, right? Get them out of this state of adversity, right? This is about, changing that, okay? Five of Pentacles is, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. They don't want to go back to that Five of Pentacles situation. What's this? They have to make a decision, guys. Could be dealing with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They're needing to make a decision, and balance themselves out. The Temperance card. Yeah, the Temperance is that Sagittarius card. You know, they could be dealing with that, but the Two of Swords is they want balance. Yeah, they want balance, and they want to make sure that they're making the right choices for this, right? And they want someone to share abundance with that's balanced as well. You see the 2 8s above, 88. You want someone next to them that's also balanced, especially after they've gone through a change. They went through a crisis, so did you. You know, a change of cycle, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that's what I see here. What is it that they have to? What is it that they have to surrender? What's the biggest thing, universe, that that's important for this person on this other side that they need to surrender within this? What comes through here? 2, surrender to creativity and surrender to fear. Yeah, they need to let their imagination soar. Okay, it's time for them to really go creative on solving something and look at the creative ways in solving a situation in a relationship or situation, and also surrender to fear. Let go of the fearful stories that they might be telling themselves about abundance. And now they're focusing on solutions, about, you know, celebrating the best way forward. Anything for you here in terms of what you might need to surrender, what's important. This wants to come out. What is that? Surrender to spirit. Yeah, I'm not surprised to see that. Let spirit work the magic for you guys. You've got a lot of it happening right now. These next 2 weeks are going to be really pivotal. I'm saying it's really key, okay? So really heed that. If some of you want to know how this other person feels about you, I am going to pull some cards just to kind of find out what are in the shadows. This other person what they might not be telling you that's kind of in the shadows. What is it? They said you didn't break them. Okay, so I don't know if there's a completion and ending of a relationship or situation. Some of you, you didn't break them is what they want to say. Okay, all right. All right, what else? Leaving you hurt me too. Okay, so maybe they had to leave a relationship or situation because the timing wasn't right for some of you, or just, you know, it wasn't a good fit for some of you. Anything else? Anything else that wants to come out? How this other person feels about you? What's important? What's important? How does this other person feel about you? What needs to come out? I want something to come out on its own. Let's just take a flipped over. What is it? I was careless with you. Okay. Okay. So, you know, maybe you kind of both had to leave the situation. What is the hidden thing that you want to share? What is the hidden in the shadows that you haven't shared with them, or haven't said to them? What does that look like? What does that look like? I'm happy that it's over. Wow. Maybe there was a lot of toxicity within this, guys. What else? This flew out. What is this? You can't come where I'm going. So maybe that you have actually gone to a certain point in your life, Aries, that now it's not a good fit. Maybe you know, some people grow together, some people grow apart. It really depends, you know, how that could actually work. So some of you, that could be the case. Let's take a look. Anything else? I hope that you're happy. Wow, guys, how interesting. But yeah, that's coming into play here, and that's what wants to come out for you here. Anything else in terms of how they feel about you? How do they feel about you? Anything else in terms of how they feel about you? What is it? And maybe that, you know, right now, they feel like they're just getting to know you right now, that you both have kind of changed, and now you're just in the process of kind of getting to know each other. You're kind of revealing each other's selves to each other. And again, right now, in the past, it didn't work out. Maybe for some of you, that could have been the case. You're getting to know each other where you're at right now, and then knowing each other's boundaries I think is really, really key. Yeah, and this is about, you know, whether the relationships change. It's about giving it a chance, maybe giving your relationship a chance in terms of where you're at right now. Because there is an ending of a cycle on both sides, and I really feel that leads fresh new energy. Who knows what can happen, but that is saying is that whatever the case, even if you're friends, give the relationship, even on a friendship level, a chance if it's not romantic. How do you feel about them? How do you feel about them? You're in separation. Maybe there's time apart from each other right now, and that's the key. That's what's happening right now. And what else? I get release your ex. It's time to clear your energy, and I think that's what you did, and that separation was key. Some of you might still have to do that. Yeah, your feelings are real in this relationship and worth exploring, but whether or not it's going to come through fruition is obviously your free will, you know, within this process as well. That's going to be super key. To see kind of what wants to come through here. I want to see if there's anything else, the hidden truth, anything else that they want to say in terms of a hidden truth for them. They want to say to you, they love you unconditionally. You need to know that. they do love you unconditionally. And sorry guys if you can't see that. That's what it says. I love you unconditionally. Anything you want to say to them. There's unconditional love here. Who knows what the future brings? You speak with me to me through music is what you want to say to them. Oh, you guys, you never know. Okay, you never know. But what's important now is that you're both growing and learning about each other and getting to know each other. And who knows what the future holds of coming together or not. Note your comments below. I'd love to know, guys. Drop your girl a like. Definitely subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you next time. And until then, namaste.